What's that noise? Step on it!
We were hoping you could tell us why someone may have been murdered for that.
This ain't no ordinary piece of scrimshaw, I tell you.
Let's run!
Clancy, look out! Get down! Come on, Brooks.
Remember, I hate snakes.
Animal, Dr. Jonathan Chase. Wealthy, young, handsome. A man with the brightest of futures. A man with the darkest of pasts. From Africa's deepest recesses to the rarefied peaks of Tibet. Heir to his father's legacy and the world's darkest mystery.
My son, you must have faith and learn. This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Jonathan Chase, master of the secrets that divide man from animal. Animal from man. Manimal.
That cove has the tide pools where I can find sea nettles.
I can't believe this place is only 1 hour from New York.
Hey, Brooke, while JC's doing his experiments, how about you and me going skinny dipping?
Cookie has been sailing the high seas with his grandfather for so long he's forgotten he's only 12 years of age.
He says that like 12 is young. Why, when I was 9, I was living with harem girls at Senegal.
There are no harem girls in Senegal. But after I left...
All right. Here we go.
A perfect specimen.
Couldn't agree with you more. You know, JC, she is the most seaworthy dame I've ever seen you with.
Brooke, where are you?
Jonathan, over here. It looks like it's been caught in there for days.
Poor thing.
All right, young lady. I'll have you out of here in a moment. You just relax. Good. That's it, relax. That almost does it. Just one more. There you are. Now, don't go near the fishing boats. Waddle, waddle. there she goes. Looks like fun.
You saved her. Skeleton tail.
I'll bet the rest of us under here.
Hey, what's that?
Looks like a human skull.
Hey, maybe it's a pirate or something.
No. He's not been here that long. It's the sand crabs have been working overtime.
What's that?
Male skull with a boomerang embedded in it.
A boomerang.
Yeah, still in its victim.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh. Some steel blades.
I'll bet he was murdered for this.
I'm not surprised. Even as he died, he wouldn't let go of it. It's a testimony to its value.
Sure is a beautiful scrimshaw. I wonder what the pictures mean. I bet my grandfather would know.
The winds were screaming like angry sea hags. The seas were folding over us in 1,000 creases. The men, brave men who knew no fear, were on their knees praying not to die. So I lashed myself to the wheel, and I brought her about into the teeth of the gale. The mizzenmast went, and the after lines were flailing around like cat o' nines. In 17 hours I held her like that. And the groans of the rain and the wind did not diminish one bit. When we sailed out of Gloucester, we looked like this. And when we sailed into Savannah, well, we didn't look quite that bad.
I don't know why we just don't cut the bottle in half and put the boat in there and just glue it back together.
Sea Dog! Sea Dog! Guess what we found in the cave? A skeleton with a boomerang in its skull. And it had that in its hand.
Corky, you're spinning tales just like your old grandpa.
You're telling the truth.
Yeah, we took the skeleton to the forensic lab. And Jonathan told Lieutenant Rivera that you might be able to help us with this.
Well, since JC's letting us stay here till we get settled. God, I hate that word, settled. My old bones are creaking like a ghost ship's hull. Better drop anchor. Thing feels just like a walrus's tusk.
That's exactly what it is. And it's been carved.
Sea Dog knows everything there is about Scrimshaw.
Scrimshaw?
Etchings on ivory. Sailors would carve the likeness of their ships on whale's teeth, for example. Even picture stories of their exploits. Well, Clancy, what'd you make of that one? Clancy.
We were hoping you could tell us why someone may have been murdered for that.
Well, I just have to study this a little closer. I'll take it upstairs and see if I can unriddle the tale that it holds. Peace. Got to be. Yes. This is the secret to the treasure of Topaz Island. By all the laws of heaven. I've got it in my very hand.
If the killer had been close enough to his victim to have murdered him with this, then why didn't he get the scrimshaw?
Boomerangs have a greater range than you think. I had a partner of mine in Nam use one to cut fruit off trees at 200 feet. And his didn't even have a steel blade on it.
Perhaps the victim was on a boat and the killer on another. The boomerang hits him. The victim goes under the water. The killer searches but can't find him.
So the body washes up in a cave. Sand crabs gnaw on his bones. And one eerie morning, Brooke here.
Thank you. I remember the rest of the story.
Scrimshaw, boomerang, boats, some combination.
You know, if you really want to find out who killed for a piece of Scrimshaw, Blue Fin's the place to go.
Every bit of scuttlebutt about the sea or the sailors rolls down to that place.
That's a good idea, Cookie. I know the bluefin. But I'm afraid none of us can get a dress like this.
It's a lot of money just for a drink. What do you need?
Buyer for something I'm selling.
Yeah? What?
Scrimshaw.
Waste of time.
Hey, this ain't no ordinary piece of scrimshaw, I tell you. I found it clutched in a skeleton's hand, aye. It's carved on a walrus tusk. I mean, a man died for it.
Why does a lady like you want to know about a steel-bladed boomerang?
Can I trust you?
More than I can trust you. So why don't you say what you got to say, and then we'll find out.
I want to hire the man who throws it. And I'm prepared to pay him very, very well to do a job for me.
What's going on over there?
Sailor's poker.
Poker, huh? Yeah? Any chance of me getting in the game?
Hi. I've never played sailor's poker before.
Cards is my middle name, man. There's no kind of poker I can't play with. Come on.
100 a hand.
You left-handed or right?
Right. It's gonna be kind of hard to shuffle like that.
The winner of the last match goes first. Ready?
Ready.
Go. To 8.8 seconds. And no penalty for blood.
Your hand.
3.8, huh? Well, I can't beat that.
Let's concentrate on the table.
I said I can't beat that. You haven't been playing this game, have you?
You crazy? I'll never try that.
Play your hand or Manchu pokes for double.
I'll pay.
Between your fingers.
Have it your way.
Same goes for over 6 seconds.
You make up these rules as you go?
You ready? Go. Seconds.
Excuse me. I heard you talking about the scrimshaw, and it belongs to me. We can't talk in here.
Why don't we get some fresh air? Huh?
Sea Dog Morgan can figure out what that scrimshaw means.
Those bones might have belonged to a shipmate of mine. I'd be good to find out who deep sits.
Undersea salvage. Let me speak to Gibbs.
Right. Yes. Who? Where? Sea Dog Morgan, huh? No. You get rid of the competition. Make sure we never hear from Mrs. Avery again. I'll find out who this Sea Dog is, and I will get the scrimshaw myself.
Okay.
My father carved that tusk and gave it to me when I was a little girl. It was stolen 6 months ago. I've offered a $10,000 reward.
That's a great deal of cash to shell out for a piece of scrimshaw, miss.
Avery. Lydia Avery.
Oh, Avery.
It's not worth that much to anyone else, but it's of great sentimental value to me. Do you have it on you?
Can you describe it to me?
It's about a foot long, and it has 4 etchings on it. One of the etchings has horses on it. Another has tombstones coming out of the water. Can I see it now?
You know, I've spent a great deal of time trying to figure out what those symbols might mean. Have you any idea why your father might have carved them?
You'll get $10,000 from me, not answers.
I found that scrimshaw in a skeleton's grip. Now, we wouldn't want it having any curses attached to it now, would we? Before I sell, I gotta know who was killed.
$12,000.
Answers, Miss Avery.
How much? Name your price.
Screaming like an angry hag. The sea was folding around us in 1,000 creatures. Brave men who had never known fear were down on their knees, praying not to die. So I lashed myself to the wheel and turned her into the mouth of the squall. I held her there. 17 hours. The mizzenmast
Go see how
cracked.
Jonathan's
The back
doing.
were whipped like cat o' nine. It was hell. On and on it went, non-stop. The rain, the pouring, the terror. Hold it right there. Turn around. Slowly.
You're sexy, Miss Avery.
She's hardly my sexiness anything.
Well, she has a criminal record longer than the cutthroats who tried to kill her. You should be more discriminating in your choice of women.
Those cutthroats are being paid good by someone. They blew their noses at an immunity deal. Now some high-priced lawyers showed up.
Who retained him?
He won't say, but you can bet he'll plead insanity. They keep mumbling, Panther's coming after. Where's Ty and the kids?
They've gone to pick up Sea Dog and the scrimshaw. You know, that wily old man knows more than he's telling.
All right, wait a minute. If I'm just a guest here, this is Jonathan's house. I don't know why side hasn't answered. I'm just a fellow who
I hear you've got something I have been looking for.
Any word from pathology?
Dental records match the skeletons of a soldier of fortune named Roger Avery.
Ah, Lydia's father.
Husband. Where do you read his notices? Oh.
What am I being held for? I was kidnapped.
You're being held on a suspicion of a conspiracy to commit murder.
Murder? Who? I didn't kill Roger. But I can tell you who did. That scrimshaw is worth millions. Get out of here and we'll share it. Go anywhere together with millions to spend on anything you want. Anything we want. Shh.
He's not even a cop. He shouldn't be interrogating her.
You're right. That should be me in there.
Very generous offer, Miss Avery. First, I'd like to know a bit more about the scrimshaw. The truth, this time.
Well, all I know is that it was carved by a gang of convicts while they'd been shipwrecked, but nobody knew where. One of them gave it to a priest before they were all hanged. And the priest was murdered. The tusk disappeared for a long time, until it showed up in Afghanistan, where my husband and I stumbled onto it.
Don't you mean where your husband and you continued your tradition of murdering for it?
We tracked it down. That tusk rightfully belongs to us.
The only one that tusk rightfully belongs to is the walrus. Now, who killed your husband? Now, if you don't want the finger of guilt permanently pointing in your direction, you'd better tell me who threw that boomerang.
It's an Australian named Madrid. He works for a guy that's been after the tusk for 30 years. I don't know his name. I just know it will lead whoever deciphers it to a fortune. And I deserve at least part of that fortune because my husband died for it. Please help me.
You know, I can look into the eyes of a tigress, know exactly when it's safe to turn my back on her. I'm afraid I wouldn't feel at all safe turning my back on you.
You'd be right.
I think he handled that well, don't you?
Great.
Mackenzie, Ty? No, Ty, slow down. What? Okay, we'll be right over.
Ty, what is it? Brooks.
Where's Clancy?
Gone. Scrimshaw's gone too.
And Corky?
He's upstairs. Didn't want anybody to see him crying.
Hello?
You have a piece of scrimshaw that is rightfully mine. So if you want to see your friend Sea Dog alive again, bring it to 1181 East Pier Avenue in 1 hour. You come alone, or this time it is his bones you will find.
Who is it?
Manimal.
JC, don't cut it in half.
Cookie, believe me, this is the best way to guarantee Sea Dog's safety.
But they'll kill him if you don't give him the whole thing.
They will kill him if I do.
No. You gotta do what they say.
Corky?
I'll go talk to him.
Thanks.
Hey. Don't be afraid to cry. Tears are saltwater, like the ocean. You don't stop the tide from going out, do you?
JC shouldn't cut it. They're gonna kill Sea Dog.
Hey, Sea Dog's too ornery for anything to happen to him. Now, JC's dad might have passed down all kind of secret formulas to him. My granny, she taught me something that cures whatever ails you. Chocolate milk. Here's to the captain, here's to the mate, here's to the ladies that stay up late.
Cookie, I'll bring Sea Dog home soon with a new tale to add to his collection. Ty, Brooke has the address downstairs. As soon as I get Clancy to safety, I'll phone you, tell you where to deliver the other half.
JC, let me go with you. I can help. I know how Sea Dog thinks.
Cookie, the best way you can help Sea Dog is by staying right here.
But...
Believe me, I do know what's best.
What are you doing?
I'm linking Jonathan's terminal with the police computer, so I can try and figure out what these mean. 3 running horses, the sun with these lines in front of it, and these tombstones coming out of the water, and this. Looks like an amoeba with fleas on it.
What does the computer say it is?
I'm programming it in now. If anything can decipher this, baby can. It's as advanced as they come.
What is it?
An amoeba with fleas.
Brooke, Todd. The phone, there's something wrong with him.
Come here, Stella. No, he looks okay.
No, look, he looks sick. His nose, it's all dry.
Come here, baby. You okay?
Maybe he's hungry.
Brooke, let me have his formula out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You okay, baby?
Here you go.
There.
Corky, open this up. I'm sorry. Gotta save Sea Dog. We're putting all 3 of you in danger.
JC knows what he's doing.
No. This time he's wrong. I need this for capture. I'll pay you back.
Corky!
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, how do we get out of this place?
We don't. JC made it escape proof.
You know, I have faced headhunters in Borneo. I've faced pirates in the China Seas. I'm not about to be afraid of the likes of you.
I have heard that you have a reputation of solving mysteries of the sea. Mr. Madgwick here has a reputation of killing his prey with that. Now you live up to yours and tell me what those symbols mean. He will live up to his.
Get that away from him. I'm here to make a trade.
You shouldn't have brought that. Now they got you, too.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm a little maggot.
The scrimshaw. Let me have it.
After he's safely out of here.
I have searched for it for over half my life. I have killed. And I will kill both of you now if you don't hand it to me.
Yeah. I'm sure you're a man of your word.
It's got you now. Shut up!
You'll have the other half. We'll have you safely out of here.
You'll have it brought over to me now. For it will be very interesting to see if he will still be laughing when his head is rolling across the floor.
No! Don't hurt him, please. I'll give you the other half.
Cookie, no.
Get it, Flossie, run.
I'll snap his neck.
I'm sorry, JC. I was only trying to help you, Grandpa.
It's all right, boy. So stout heart.
First thing in the morning, we'll all be going for a little plane ride. I have a very special seat reserved for you, Mr. Chase. First class. But not round trip.
The New York police know who you are. They'll track you down.
Explain to your grandson that they could never arrest one of the richest men in the world, which I will be, once you decipher the symbols for me.
When you bring him back at the airplane, I'll tell you where the treasure is.
Oh, you will tell me. But I intend to make sure it is the truth. But, Mr. Madrick, bid Mr. Chase farewell.
No!
Tell me what our destination is to be without lying, because if you don't, a boy goes next.
You all right?
Yeah. Cookie locked us in.
Yeah, I know.
Where is he? Oh, where's Clancy?
They're flying off somewhere. We've got to find out where. Drawings of the etchings.
Yeah, they're over here.
Could I have them, please?
Uh-huh. Here you go.
Thanks.
Oh, this one's in Greek. I can't read it.
Oh, I'll take it. You try this one.
Yo, what's this? Hey, here. What's this? Falconer, Union, Adamant, Meridian.
Wait a second. I saw those names someplace. Here. Falconer, Meridian. Their ships are sunk.
Did you say where they went down?
Yeah, Topaz Island.
Where's that?
Jonathan, what? That's the etching on the scrimshaw.
Now, each of these dots represents a ship that went down.
There's hundreds of them.
Yeah, and these merely the known wrecks.
Yeah, but how could so many ships sink off that small island?
Well, not so, you see. The visible island, 300 miles off the coast of Maine, is the above-water portion of an immense body of sand. Now, the ships must have been swept onto it by the currents, held there while the waves broke open their hulls. They would then have been filled with sand and literally swallowed whole by the island with the treasures aboard.
Then why hasn't anybody dug up the treasure?
Well, because the signs would have gone on shifting.
You know, Lydia did mention to me something about the scrimshaw being carved by shipwrecked convicts. Now, maybe they found a solid portion of the island, moved the treasure to it, and then carved how to find it on the tusk.
Yeah, but what are the other symbols? We won't find that out till we get there.
Do you think Clancy's figured it out yet?
Oh, I'm quite sure of it. And when he has deciphered the rest of Mr. Gibbs, then he and Corky are as good as dead. There it is! Topaz Island! Watch where you step. The island is loaded with sinkholes. From the look of that, I'd say one stood over 200 feet tall.
That's unbelievable. 200-foot lighthouse sinking?
That lighthouse sunk 180 feet? Hey, man, I'm only 6 feet 2. You think it's safe to walk around here? Yeah, providing we're careful where we step. Careful is my middle name.
What is it?
Horses. No, ponies.
There were 3 ponies on that scrimshaw.
So what does it mean? I don't know, but let's find them. Hopefully they'll have the answer. Look! Hold your arms out straight. Straight!
Oh.
Take my hand.
Help! Oh. I'm sinking!
Grab my hand.
Oh. Oh. Help! I'm still sinking! Oh. Help me!
Come on, Brooke, grab him. What are you waiting for?
Don't you remember I hate snakes? Oh, Jonathan, why couldn't you become something else?
Come on, take my hand. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, I think. Oh.
Well, at least we know where that hole is.
Okay, we're slowing down. I think we're coming to the end of the line, old man.
Oh. What do you mean you hate snakes?
Oh, nothing personal.
Yeah, they're just victims of bad press, that's all.
I hate to interrupt you two in the Garden of Eden, but would someone mind telling me how we're going to get from here to wherever we have to go to save Clancy and Corky?
I don't know. But there has to be a way of maneuvering on this island. I mean, the convicts figured it out, and I'll bet Clancy's figured it out as well.
Beat by a pile of this. Oh, great. A sandstorm. That's just what we needed.
That's it. A sandstorm is just what we needed. See? Look at the sun. That's the lines in front of the sun on the scrimshaw. Yeah, of course. Come on. Come on.
What are we doing?
We're following the ponies. What? It's the secret of the scrimshaw. In a sandstorm, the island shifts. The ponies instinctively move to a solid spot, which is obviously where the treasure is, so we follow the ponies.
Well, we can't even see them!
Don't worry, I can hear them. Come on.
after all these years. That way. Get the kid out. Bring the shovel. No, forget the shovel.
Get your hands off me, you filthy bilge rat.
Look, they put it right under the top sand.
The balloons! Look!
I never thought I'd say this, but forget the doubloons. Let's run.
But...
Come on, let's run.
That's weak.
Clancy, look out! Get down!
Police! Trees! These kids were thrown out of an airplane.
How did you survive it?
Clancy, told a tale and you've ever told. Take it! No, don't let that stuff go. Take it!
Oh, I searched for this too long.
Feels as though you're carrying home some of the loot in this, Clancy.
Would that I could have, J.C. Would that I could have. Would have saved me from taking this job as a light housekeeper.
We risk our necks. And the government says everything we found belongs to them. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to picket the Treasury Department.
So, you going to come up and visit?
Oh.
While Sea Dog's running the lighthouse, we go for a nice moonlit stroll along the beach.
Are you sure that you're only 12 years old?
Like Sea Dog always says, you're as old as you think you are.
Then in that case, I'm too young for you.
I'm telling you, not pocketing one of those doubloons was the hardest thing I've ever done.
I'm very proud of you, Ty. Very proud of you.
Hey, let's not add insult to injury.
As a matter of fact, I was able to secrete a little something from there.
You mean with all that gold and silver, you swiped an old rusty compass?
Well, that means more than the whole treasure put together. This is the marrow around which the bones of a story grow to be legend. I was sailing through the Straits of Gibraltar in a fog, thick as rats on a death ship. No stars above. Nothing to guide me but a rusty compass. Just then I spied a skull and crossbones whipping in the wind off the starboard bow.